Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides, bringing you my guide for Cultic Chapter 1 on Extreme Difficulty. Today we're doing Mission 7, the Asylum Grounds. I was wrong, this was the Asylum Grounds and not the Asylum. So that's my bad for not remembering very well. This one is not much of a favorite of mine. This one's a bit difficult and has some relatively weird secrets, but you know, we'll get to it. Starting off, we're going to have our introduction of the sniper enemies, which I think is a pretty cool introduction to them, though. You know, I've seen that thing get shot. So, there's a couple of things I want to talk about here. If you see a speck, shoot at it. Because even if you don't, even if you don't hit him, I think he still gets up. Because the idea is, the snipers in the very beginning of this area, they tend to kind of like lay down. There is, I think, a total of maybe 3 or 4 different snipers. There's like, I think 2 to 3 to the left and 1 to the right. And there's going to be another one that appears later. But right now, just make your way over to this left side. And we're going to, you know, toss a Molotov right at the shotgun guy. Make sure we get him. And do be careful, because there actually is a TNT device right up these stairs. Which I think he runs into, and I take no damage from, which is nice. So, he sets it off, kills himself, basically. He's already dead anyway, but I guess I missed the shotgunner, apparently. Might as well take him out with the range. I don't want to deal with the shotgunner. If you have to fight him up close, just hide behind the trees. You know, they typically protect you. Also, you'll hear the noise of them basically loading the rifle. That's when you know that they're about to shoot. So if you can find cover, try to like, if you're trying to find out where they're at specifically, find cover and then just kind of like poke your head out. Wait for the sound, wait for them to shoot, and then see where that shot was coming from. You know, try not to get hit, because this is almost a guaranteed really, really damaging shot. It could potentially kill you. I think one shot could kill me. So yeah, here's our second guy up here, and there's like a third one too. They usually do come, you know, if you do get close, they do actually come with a pistol as well for the closer protection. I guess there's 2 or 3, I don't know. Also, when you come up here, you get a checkpoint. And as you saw right there, there was a bit of a flash thing. That's because I had to reset. I died. And I think that guy over there might have reset with it. I'm not sure. But who cares? Either way, you get a checkpoint as soon as you go up there. So if you want a free checkpoint, then take that one. Because, you know, as we all know, checkpoints are great. I may have fudged up the editing here, but there's supposed to be a sniper up top on the cargo. Just, you know, take him out from, like, way up there with the button, and then you should be fine. I'm sure you guys can figure that part out. I guess I must have fudged up the editing, or it's either that or the checkpoint got fudged. I don't know. It's really weird, because like sometimes I go over there and I kill the guy on the far right, and then I get to the checkpoint, but then all of a sudden like he just reappears, but like all the other enemies I fought before him kind of don't. It's so strange. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Okay. So they appear after you press the button. Okay, thank God. I was afraid that my editing was terrible. Which, I mean, no surprise. I wouldn't be shocked if it was. But so yeah, sniper guy appears. You can do what I did there and get close and take him out, or just snipe him out. This next little area, I'm gonna take my chance to snipe out a few guys. Also, if you're wondering like where this bullet goes, I think it goes a little bit to the up and to the right sometimes. But I think that's only when you get to like a certain distance, it starts to kind of like drift to the up and right. But if you're looking for like how to properly aim it in terms of like where the bullet's probably going to go, right in the middle of those crosshairs should be fine enough. So, also what's cool about the FG42 is you can actually get an upgrade later on, which allows you to actually zoom in farther. Not by much, but just enough to where like it does kind of make a bit of a difference. It makes your shots a little bit easier to start landing. So, how many videos did I edit? Holy crap! Hang on, okay. I only edited just the one. No, I edited 2 of them. No, 3 of them. I just got done recording episode 6, and right now I'm working on 7. So I'm just trying to like get these done as fast as I possibly can. At least maybe like 2 to 3 of these commentated. Which the next episode is, yeah, I just did the chapel. Yeah, the chapel, okay. Wait, I just did the chapel. The next episode's the Asylum. Over here's a secret, by the way. So basically, from the starting area of this area, you're going to want to go left. Alright, cool. Eventually, 2 snipers will appear on that bridge, but that's after you do everything up top on the hut up there. Enemies are not going to start spawning until then, but we actually have a few guys that already spawned up here. So I'm going to go ahead and light a Molotov and throw it right basically in the middle of these guys and see how many guys I can get with the fire here. Make sure that they're all dead because there's, I think, maybe a shotgunner in there amongst the group or maybe like an assault rifle guy. So I keep saying assault rifle. There might be like a machine gun guy up there somewhere. I don't know. Somebody somewhere is lurking around that... Yeah, an automatic bastard. My gun knowledge is very bad. And then up here, we're going to have a couple of guys spawning. And there's going to be a shotgunner to our right. So that's why I just tend to stay on the stairs and just try to hide behind the cover. And of course we got 2 shieldmen. One thing you can do if you don't want to use a shotgun is you can always just do the crouch hatchet trick. Where you pretty much just crouch and just hit him with a hatchet and try to get the kill that way. Also, with these windows right here, you can pretty much go behind them and take out the guy pretty much from behind. I ended up actually missing a few of my shots here, and I luckily got the fire, but I don't think it actually affected him. Yes, it did. Okay, cool. But after you do either turn on the... It's either you turn on the button or you kill the guy. I don't know which one it is. After you do whatever it was I did, probably turning on the button, 2 shotgunners will appear on both sides. So make sure you're well equipped for that. And then we're not gonna jump down like completely. We're gonna jump down here, or just preferably walk down here. You know, you don't want to get yourself killed though. We're gonna, you know, walk down here, and there's gonna be 2 snipers right on here on the bridge. So take them out from behind. Get some nice, good sneak kills. I think they're supposed to be an incinerator. I don't know what they're called. I just call them that. You know, the fire guy. I think he's supposed to show up in this area, but I guess he doesn't this time. I don't know. It's really strange. Because that was either like a hard mode thing or that was like an extreme... I don't know. Well, we got a grenade launcher guy that appears, and then we got a couple of shotgunners over there. At least maybe 1, 2. Yeah, I'm not always the best at shooting. I'm pretty okay at it, but like... You know, we all fail. We all tend to fail these types of things. Oh yeah, we got another one of the harder, tankier enemies. The armored guys. Which they're not even like the full, like what you could even call armored guys. There's a difference between armor and then armored. So these ones are at least just basically just tanked up. Alright. This next fun part, I'm gonna lead you around to this. So you're gonna grab this stuff, you know, grab your supplies. You can grab a lantern if you really want to. I do it just for the sake of doing it. And luckily I have a grenade launcher on hand. You don't really need the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher surprisingly isn't really that great. It's okay at group stuff, but it's not good for like an individual. By the way, I know where the incinerator appears. He appears in this next section. So I bring the lantern with me. And I'm going to save the game here, just in case. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to press the button. And we're going to run out. And then you're going to, you know, toss the lantern at the left side there. And basically take out this shield guy. And you're pretty much, your objective right now is to escape. What you want to do right now is get the hell out of here. Also try kick boosting. Basically jump and press Q. You know, try to learn kick boosting so you can get out of there faster. That's something I should have done. Or should have learned earlier. And then I'm going to come back here into this little cave area, and I'm going to start taking out these 2 snipers. Because they're going to be the most damage-dealing enemy you're going to have to deal with at this point. Yes, there's an incinerator guy, but still. And I get a really... Hopefully that didn't pop up on recording. I don't think so. I hope not. Yeah, with these guys, they tend to do like the most damage compared to the incinerator. The incinerator guy does damage, but like I feel like the snipers are pretty much what you want to be careful of the most, because they will take you out in a good couple of shots. I mean, it is fair. I mean, they are snipers. That's kind of what they're supposed to do. Have those super high powerful weaponry and what have you. All right, on to the next section. This part is going to get really, really, really rough. So, I think this part's edited. I hope so. I guess not. I must have done it in one run then. Pretty sure I died here. But yeah, I'm taking some cheap shots as best as I can here. I'm just, trying to take out a sniper, trying to take out the rifleman here. It's got, the automatic bastard. I missed a few shots, but oh well, who cares? If you happen to, if you need to get close like I do right here, which I recommend kind of doing, just, get close, basically hiding, I'm hiding in front of the wall, pretty much. I'm using the wall to kind of hide in front of, so that way these guys can't get any shots on me. But for the first part of this, I'm pretty much just going to be, trying to scale this wall and just take out, any of these guys hiding up here in these hidey holes. So that way I don't have to deal with them when I have to actually go to this next area and deal with them that way. By the way, the shotgun works wonders for this part, surprisingly. Because they're roughly close enough to where you can't blast them with a jump shot. It's really nice. Now, if you do happen to have the incinerator on hand, you could always just try to shoot it over the wall to see if you can hit enemies from the other side. I get really lucky with these guys here. There's two of them, by the way. There's two of these machine gun guys here. So, I just waste them. This is kind of like my own personal, it's not really a nitpick. It's something I wish that would have happened, but I'm not a big fan of, the Sten. I much prefer, Tommy guns, but I think I know why he probably didn't put that in, because maybe it's possible that, the relation to blood, basically, it could be considered oh, okay, he's basically just copying blood at that point. Which I don't think it's a fair statement, but, So yeah, I just Molotov these guys. There's going to be a guy up here. Waste him first, so that we don't have to deal with him when we get to the next little area to the left of us here. There's going to be a shotgunner on those stairs to the right. If you're getting shot down, just, hide in the trenches for a little bit. Yes, I know there's an incinerator guy. He's a pain in the ass. But, do what you gotta do. Now, granted, you can shoot the fuel tank to make him explode faster, and I think headshots should do just enough damage. But if he's not aggroed, he's probably just going to be hiding in his own little spot, and I'll tell you what that spot is once we get there. But for now, I'm just going to run away and not deal with him. I'm going to do some, little small, tiny shots. This is a secret back here, by the way, just so you guys know. I think my thing's cut off. Who gives a shit? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I've edited this fucking crap enough. I'm tired of dealing with all that bullshit. Because this was the time when my game actually not crashed, but had a problem where the window would minimize. And I don't know if I can exactly blame the game for that. There is a few things I can blame the game for, and sometimes my game just takes forever to either open, or just sometimes it hasn't really crashed. But it just does some weird things every once in a while, and I don't like it. So yeah, I had to basically just rechange my OBS settings, and now the top is a slight bit cut off. But nah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I can actually change it. I can change it right now as we speak too. But so yeah. Anyway, the incinerator guy should be over here near this cargo. That's where he normally spawns. But I took him out before I had to deal with him. There's a grenade launcher guy next to the truck. Be careful of that guy. Grenade launcher guy's hurt. You don't want to mess with him. Okay, I guess the incinerator... Oh, he's still alive, I guess. Okay. Yeah, you can see the grenade launcher in action. Also, this little hedge that I'm basically using as cover, you can jump over that, and there's actually supplies in there. For some damn reason, I didn't think there was. I don't know what my brain was thinking, but, it is what it is. But yeah, if it gets too hectic, just run away. There's no fear in running away. Now, normally, there's a shield guy down here, but he must have ran out earlier. I must have aggroed him earlier. That was my bad. But basically, when it comes to the shield guy, he's going to see you before you're able to disarm the bomb. So either shoot the bomb, or just try to, lead him out, maybe into it. Or just get him from a nice good distance shot and take him out. At first, this area is relatively confusing, but it's really not that confusing anymore. This is actually a really simple level, in all honesty. It may seem intimidating, it may seem kind of strange and weird, but it's really not that bad to get through. There, pretty much, there's a front, there's a left, a right, and a back, and there's technically a middle, but that's more of like a vertical middle. So it doesn't really matter which direction you go to first. You have to go to the front first, of course. It doesn't matter if you go left or right. I like to kind of like go back and forth between to just kind of like take out, you know, the trash, so to speak. To make sure, like, you know, once I get to the point of like trying to explore, everything is relatively fine. That little house right there, we're gonna go to that later. Right now, I'm just gonna take out who I need to take out. I'm gonna take out like most of the fodder, just so when I get back with, you know, the key and I just return with whatever I need, then I don't have to worry about this bullshit. So that's kind of the idea. Luckily, these guys can burn too. Luckily, everybody can pretty much just burn, which is very nice. But yeah, when it comes to the hedge maze, I'm not the best at explaining how to get through the hedge maze. There's certain particular landmarks that you can kind of like keep an eye out for. I'll try to point them out when I see them. But just do the, you know, the old adage of like sticking to the left or to the right or whatever. Like finding the one wall and then sticking to it and then moving your way through. The maze is actually surprisingly not that bad to get through. Admittedly, I'd say like Cultic has relatively decent mazes in terms of like getting through them. They're not actually that bad to get through, surprisingly. But yeah, just, you know, TNT these next group of guys if you want. Or take them out however. There is a secret, not right here, but I'm gonna tell you where it's at soon. It's gonna be on the, it's gonna be in some cargo, and I have to go back and go pick it up later. But right now, there's no secret yet. We can't get this door open yet because we need the key for it. So, in this next little area that I'm going... Am I going there or not? No, okay, I'm just goofing off. I mean, granted, I have plenty of ammo, so I'm just doing whatever I need to. Pretty much just bringing these guys. I would recommend saving your incinerator for the harvesters, but, you know... If you want to take them out, these little turds, then go right ahead. Yeah, I get some nice shots from these guys too. They never aggroed once, which is nice. All right, so this next area, basically where we got to get the fuel to. I forgot about the grenade launcher guy. Thought I killed him by now, but I guess not. So that was my bad. Yeah, you need basically fuel for this to get started, and yeah. I think this truck might be considered a secret. I'm not sure. I don't think so. If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. Yeah, it's a secret area. Okay, this is a secret area, but there is another secret area around here that I want to show. It's not up here, so don't worry. I still don't know what the whole point of the teddy bear thing. I think there's like an Easter egg secret with it, but I'm not sure. I heard somebody mention something about the teddy bear once, and it got me confused because I'm like, I saw that thing, but I don't know what the fuck it's. I think it might be a reference to something else, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Did I actually... Okay, yeah, there was a guy I saw. Huh. Yeah, shield guys with pistol just never goes together. It just never works. And I hate that. Alright, am I guys going to get to the part where I actually go and show off where the cargo thing is at? Or am I going to dick around for the next 5 minutes? So... Yeah, right, but okay. So you see where that fence is, and you see where this cargo to the right of me is? Yeah, the thing I'm climbing on top of. Go down there to the back of it, and I'll show it later, of course. I go back to go get it. There's actually a secret in there. So I missed a secret because I'm stupid as shit. You really don't want to miss it, so you have, you know, you don't want to have to go all the way back just to grab it. And you'll see what I mean, because I'm gonna end up doing that, because, hey, you know, you pay the price for being dumb. That's just how it works. All right, next up is the hedge maze area. There's nothing really in here of value, which is unfortunate. Also, I just want to say I love the music of this game. I love the music of this game. It's so fitting. It's so good. Also, my computer is being kind of a bit quiet today. That's Really weird. All right, anyway, so you have the lantern right here. This is where basically your starting position is. And then I just, hang to the right or left or whatever. You're going to see, let me get an idea of where we're at here. You're going to see this door. That's basically just a dead end. There should be a plant, like a weed. You'll notice it in a second. Well, here's this, I guess. So follow along if you need to. You see this plant? You see that weed right there? That's our first landmark. And then this door right there, that's our second landmark that we need. And then from there, there's like a fork in the road. Just split around to like the right and grab some frag shells. By the way, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just so you guys know. I'm kind of just running it like I normally do, which is super blind as fuck. End up getting a med kit back there, and I think that's it. I think I got everything around this area. So I just kind of backtrack a bit, and then we hang to the other side of the fork, which is a goddamn dead end again. Fuck me. I'm not lost. You are. Yeah, here we go. All right, here's the key. Or like what Butthead says. We're not lost. We just don't know where we are. I could do a better Butthead than that. Just, we're not lost. We don't know where we are. Ah, fuck, I fucked up my Butthead. God damn it. I used to have a pretty good Butthead, but I fucked it up. Anyway, so harvesters, I just used the incinerator just to take them out. Not a big deal. Go find the hole that he appeared in, and then kind of follow that back to where you need to go. That's my best advice for that landmark. He pretty much just kind of leads you to the other side. So yeah, I follow this path. I go back to, retrace my steps. And there we go. So, yeah, actually, I got spooked again on that part. Not right now, but, when I was playing. It always catches me off guard every time. But I don't think there's anything else to really grab. Because, that guy, he pops out of his own little hidey hole. But I don't think he gives us anything, really, of value. So, my dumbass is just looking around for any other potential objects to grab. But yeah, as you can see, it's not really that bad of a maze. It's not that bad. You kind of stick to, this right side for the most part. Then, of course, once you find that plant sticking on the ground, that's a pretty good idea of where things could be. But yeah, that's my best advice for mazes, is always look for, a potential landmark to kind of, keep your... keep the idea of where you're supposed to go with. Also, I like how, sometimes I do it intentionally and sometimes I do it on accident, but... Oh, yeah, by the way, have the incinerator out for this. And just start shooting down the zombies with fire. This is actually one of my... It's either this one or... No, it's a different one, I think. Yeah, I had a different playthrough where I did, one good shot, one good stream of it. And then all of a sudden, everybody just got toasted. It was great. I kind of fudged up, but that's okay. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, I fudged up really bad. But yeah, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I kept doing the slide with, the beats of the music. I think it's all that damn, Hellsinger game I kept playing. It's been stuck in my brain, so... Yeah, Metal Hellsinger's pretty good. It's a bit hard, but it's pretty good. Speaking of things I've been playing, I went back and gave Turbo Overkill more of a shot. And I think it's better than my first impressions, but I'm still not that big of a fan of it, though. I'm still not the biggest fan of Turbo Overkill. I still think it's kind of just a bit too much. For the sake of just being a little too much. I don't know how to explain it. I don't like the design of, the neon stuff. I'm not a big fan of that type of crap. Personally, that hyper or vaporwave, whatever it's called. I'm not the biggest fan of it. That 90s or 80s aesthetic or whatever. So that's one thing, and plus, some of it's weird, but the guns are fine, and the gameplay's pretty cool, and it's made by Apogee, so that's always kind of a cool thing to see. All right, anyway, this next part should be simple enough, relatively straightforward. We're gonna have a bunch of guys. There's gonna be a couple snipers. You know what to do. You know the recipe by now. You pretty much just, whip out a sniper and just take out the snipers first. Well, take out the guys in front of you first that are trying to attack you. This isn't Call of Duty. You guys probably know how it is with COD, where, you just kind of, you're trying to shoot at one particular person, but then somebody's shooting at you, but you don't decide to shoot them back because you're too focused on getting that one kill that you know you can probably at least try to kill. Yeah, it happens. It's a chain reaction thing. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I bothered with it, but it worked, I guess. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm a bit tired for some reason. I don't know why. Whew. I've been tired all day. I mean, I woke up at a relatively okay time. It's just that I'm just always tired. I don't eat right anyway. That probably doesn't help much. Alright, so right now, we are up to about, I think, 4 out of the 6 secrets. And there's going to be another one coming up. It's going to be a max health one. I'll show you when we get there. But the part that I really want to show you, and I really suck at doing, though, but, you know, still, nonetheless, is this next area with the incinerator and the enemies across the way. So I'm going to go over here to the left and take out this guy first, because he's going to get in the way. So yeah, they're going to start shooting at you, and I get incredibly unlucky with my fire shots. As you can see, I catch like maybe one guy on fire out of that whole fucking thing. It's insane. But there's one thing I can tell you, though, is that the incinerator guy himself doesn't seem to ever really come up the stairs to get you. So there's a certain point at where you can actually kind of like hide out and get him. But yeah, pick these guys off with like TNT. You know, if you want to do like a firebomb, if you can land a firebomb, that's great. But you saw that. Yeah, you saw that. It looked like it actually hit where they were at, but it didn't do anything. So I'm not blaming the game necessarily. I'm just saying, like, it's very unfortunate that I just didn't get lucky enough to actually get the fire to spread enough to blow them up. Granted, I could just blame the game, but I don't think that's technically the proper way of doing it. I'm pretty sure that's on me on that one. But yeah, these shield guys are just the worst. They're just the worst when you have to deal with them at a range. Which is funny, because you think that would be easy enough to take out at a range. It's like, oh, they're shield guys. They got nothing they can do. They're all in close combat. Until they have a pistol, and then they can shoot you from, like, the farthest away ever. I don't think they're hit scanners. Yeah, they're not hit scanners, but, like, at the same time, like, they're just annoying enough to where they basically just end up being kind of like one. You want to talk about annoying hit scanners? Quake 2. Yeah, Quake 2 has fucking annoying hit scanners. I hate that shit. Maybe he'll blow him. I think he blew himself up. I'm not sure. Either that or the guy shot him in the back. I think so. Yeah, something happened where he blew up. I don't know. I don't know. With those guys, I could never really exactly tell what the hell happens. Oh, yeah, I guess I was aiming at the fire. That's probably why. I keep seeing that damn fire barrel there, and I keep thinking that's an enemy. Also, I'm missing one guy, but he's just kind of hiding here to the left of me. So I eventually figured out where he's at. Didn't realize he was over there. Alright, next secret. Secret 5 out of 6, which should be 6 out of 6 by now if you did it properly. That's our next secret. But, also I missed a guy. And if you're wondering how I did that, I just pressed C nearly almost as soon as I fell down. Don't do what I did. Just climb down like a normal person. But if you know the risk and you can take it, save your game, jump down here, press C, you know, right before you land or right as soon as you land, one or the other. And take some minimal fall damage. But yeah, there's another guy I missed down there, but that's okay. Come back here, and this is our last secret. So there you go. There's all the secrets. That should have been secret number 5, but it wasn't, because I'm dumb. Anyway, on to the Asylum, which is actually another favorite level of mine. So, take care. Everybody. Oh, I missed 4. But I still got all the secrets, though.